I don't. I never worked for
You're always
Bristol.
driving, always old cars. I'm in fantastic condition.
Yes. Good Monday morning and welcome to Mitch Drive. Today we're going to talk about our E93 M3 and I don't even know if we can call it a build. Well, it's going to be a build, but I want to say budget E93 M3, but that's not even coming close to accurately describing what we have here. Anyway, this is our 2013 E93 M3. It has the DCT. I was really looking for a manual, but I had kind of, I don't even know how to describe my situation. I really missed my M3. I had an 08 that threw a rod in November of 2021. And so like, this car is just special. If you have one, then you understand. But I was kind of desperate to get back into one. And by last summer, I found this one and a lender that would, a credit union that would finance it. And so despite going through 1,000 questions to see if the car was up to par, and the dealer answering that it was, I went from Asheville, North Carolina, all the way to Atlanta, Georgia, and bought the car. Now, at first glance, I knew the car wasn't perfect, but the bank said that it was worth $31,900. It's a 13 DCT, and it had 80,000, about 78,000 miles on it when I got it. And they were asking $21,500 for it. And I talked them down to 21 out the door, and I thought I was getting a deal, but no, it was not the deal. So I asked him if there was any lights on, and he said no. Of course, they reset them. I'm going to link in here everything that the PPI showed, and I should have took the car back, but this is where you get into wants versus reality and common sense thinking. There is so much wrong with this car. We're going to get into a few things. So just starting from the front, this is what I noticed immediately. This headlight is cracked. The angel eyes didn't even work when I first got the car. I've replaced the angel eyes, and I actually replaced the bulb in the headlight there, but it still won't come on, so I think it's the ballast, or I'm not well versed in these things. The bumper is cracked. Of course, they did a very good job hiding that, but as soon as I went over a curb that was too high, or really a bump stop, it broke on both sides. So the car had been in what Carfax calls a serious wreck. A serious wreck or serious collision. I don't know how it has a clean title, but it does. So moving on, one of the major things. Now, these people knew that I was coming all the way 3 hours to get the car. The passenger seat wasn't even bolted down. It has one bolt in the passenger seat. No seat belt on the passenger seat. I'm like, y'all have got to be kidding me. Now, they're saying that this car is in perfect condition. I'm going to show some screenshots of the text messages between me and the salespeople. And they even had the audacity to ask me to leave them a great review. All 4 of the tires, this is a spare because now these are real competition 359 wheels, so far as I can tell, and what my local independent shop, when they did the PPI, they said they are legit wheels, but they all have been repaired, and the front passenger side one has a crack in it. So we had that, and then we had this issue of the not check engine light, but the ABS, or wheel speed sensors lights coming on, and it wouldn't shift properly. So we've done a little bit of work on the car since we got it, and it's coming a long way. So I am, you know, happy about that, but we still have a long list of items So the tire pressure monitor is just because of the sensor is not in that wheel. That's the wheel off of my old M3. I just did an oil change. I did, the brakes have been changed. The brake fluid has not been changed. The rear brake pads have been changed, and it says the front brakes are okay. We did the front and the rear brakes actually. So if we back out one, I want to see what control messages are on now. I've never had more than one page of list on any car, but this is just incredible. So the restraint system, I'm gonna say, is probably something to do with the passenger seat not being bolted down and also not having a seat belt. Like literally there is no seat belt on the seat. That is just wild. I don't know how it's legal to sell a car like that. The adaptive headlights is probably that driver's side headlight. It's just, I have no idea where to start on it. Increased emissions. So this is one that actually I can take responsibility for. I did change the X-pipe from the stock X-pipe to a Bomas race X-pipe. So the increased emissions that we're getting is because of the cats. There being no cats right now, and I haven't tuned it. Left low beam malfunction. Again, that's that driver's side headlight. Tire pressure monitor. Engine oil at minimum. That might need to be addressed. Add 1 quart. I guess it holds like 9 point something, so I'm not gonna worry too much about one, but yeah. And when I run the codes, I think all the codes come back to emissions. 4 codes, 0420 0430, 0420 PD, 0430 PD. So yeah, I think those again are all related to the deleting the cats. So that's not a big deal to me. Things that are a big deal that I'm kind of concerned about, that passenger seat for one, because I can't have a passenger in the car. And there were a lot of little things that just are annoying. This button doesn't work. So it looks like they replaced the whole interior, or they replaced the seats. The dash is cracked. I could see that, and there was an excessive amount of wear here. Looks like the car came from Mississippi, according to the title work that I finally got. So I don't know if it got wet or what, but mechanically, this doesn't look good. So I've got some coolant coming out from somewhere. Car's not running hard. I keep an eye on the oil temp at least. So it hasn't been running hot, but it's also pretty cool up here, and I don't push it really hard. That's not what I drive for. This car will never see a racetrack no matter what. Even if I got it Turo rent ready shape, so they help with some of these repairs, it's gonna spend its life up here on the Blue Ridge Parkway. But as you see, we're closed now at about 4,000 feet. So that's why I'm doing this little video review. But mechanically, it seemed okay. When I say mechanically, I mean engine, transmission. I drove it back from Atlanta, and since I've got it, we're sitting at 92,000 miles now. So, no, wait, there's no way. I think it had 88,000. It was a little bit over 80,000 miles. So I've put about 10,000 on it, maybe 12. I've done 2 oil changes. So yeah, I put about 10,000 miles on it. I drove it back from Atlanta. I drove it to Florida twice, and just trying to get a feel, work the bugs out on it. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be following in the Mitch Drive channel, our E93 build. But what I'm curious on, so all in all, the PPI said that it needed about $10,000 of work, but that's like shop prices. I'm gonna try to do most of what I can do myself, and with the help of my friend Tyrell, who has a little independent shop, and that's the only reason I can stay in these M cars. But I'm wondering, so I owe 20,000 on the car, give or take, I think 21, just under 21. Should I trade it on one that's needs nothing and just take the hit? I think the last dealer I took it to offered me 17, so I'd eat like 3 grand on it, and that's without them seeing it. When they see it, they probably would offer me nothing for it. But should I try to trade it in on a manual, which is what I really want, or should I just say, you know what, let's let this be great media for the channel, and let's get this thing back to the best condition it can be. It is a 2013, so I like that it's the last year of the V8. My other one was an 08. So let me know what you think. Is this a diamond in the rough? Not even a diamond, let's call it a sapphire. Blue is my favorite color, so let's call it a sapphire. Is it a sapphire in the rough and we shouldn't just throw it away? Let's bring it back, or cut ties with it. Thanks for watching Mitch Drive. We'll catch you on the next episode. Have a wonderful Monday. I was trying to wait for the sunrise, but I think the clouds are gonna cost us the sunrise today. Appreciate you all watching. Do your boy a big favor and hit like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I have the watch time I need. I have this dream that maybe I can make some money on this YouTube stuff. And most of the content is going to be E93 M3 specific related. I do sprinkle a little of the F83 M4 in there, and just little hacks and things I learned along the way on the Turo end, and just doing repairs and modifications. What you think? And we're going to close out by letting you hear the one redeeming quality that our E93 M3 has. It does run and drive really well. Like I said, the drivetrain is in pretty good shape. And that noise that you hear there, that sound, that is what I drive So what you hear, that creaking, let me get the seatbelt buckled so you can hear it better. It's the freaking roof. I guess when it was in this terrible wreck, the roof, I don't know why it's creaking like that, but yeah. That's just another thing where like this car will probably never be able to go out on Turo. And that's okay. Like exactly what I'm doing right now is what I spend most of my drive time doing. Cruising the parkway. Like that's it for me. That's what I enjoy. Scenic drives, I'm not really interested in going fast. I like the sound, and this car checks all the boxes. I wish it was, I mean, like the E90X M3s in general. I wish it was a manual. My ideal car is a hard top convertible with a V8 and a 6-speed manual. And the E93 M3 is the only one that I know of that gives us all those boxes. Nice little tunnel glass here. Yeah, that creaking is getting annoying. I don't have the skill to push this car to what it's capable of. So that's what I mean about the speed doesn't bother me. It's fast enough. I mean, the speed is not that big a deal. Chasing sunsets and sunrises, beach cruises. That's why my E93 M3, at least that's why it exists. I am so scared of this thing going sideways in the tunnel. I think there's one more tunnel. There are 24 tunnels on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and 23 of the 24 are in North Carolina. So I am so thankful that I live in Asheville and can take advantage of this drive. Like literally in the off season, every morning and every sunset and sunrise, I try to come out and go for a drive. Thank you for watching Mitch Drive. Till the next episode.